The tri-field's moving. Do you guys hear that? The tri-field's moving. Thank you. Thank you. That little dummy there freaked me out. Just saw something move over there. Oh my goodness, I don't know what that was. That was a hello. You heard that, right, Sky? Somebody, maybe somebody on this end. What did he say? All right, he did say yes.
I heard something.
I think he said, are you ghost-hunting with me?
Are you ghost-hunting? No. No, I'm not good at this at all.
You ready? We're gonna do this in one take. You ready? One take. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, hunters, we finally made the trip here to Brooksville, Florida. We're at the 1885.
Every time.
Two takes. All right, hunters, we finally made it to Brooksville, Florida, to the 1885 train depot. Supposedly one of the most haunted places in Florida. We're going to meet the docents here. We're going to do a little bit of the tour, and then we're going to do an investigation. Hopefully we're going to do a full investigation, provided we have the time. So we're going to go look for the docents around now, get started. We're going to add a little to the tour if we can. I think they're going to allow us to record it, but if not, we're going to record the whole investigation. All right, hunters, let's get started. Let's go find the docents, and let's get going. All right, hunters, so I found Jesse, the director of ghost tours for the 1885 Brooksville train depot, also the May Stringer, and a lot of other locations that they manage around the county, Hernando County. So he's going to do some of the hot spots for us, fill us in on some of the best places to put our devices for an investigation. So without further delay, take it away.
So the spirits in this room, we do have 2 known spirits that tend to dwell in this room. We do have one lady who we have discovered is a former prostitute. When she was living, she used to solicit sex to the Johns coming off the train. Her spirit's still here. She does communicate quite a bit, especially if you want to offer her some dinero for services or whatever. But she's here. There's also a man who is running, and he's like trying to get away from somebody. And we later found out that not too far from here, there's a park right actually on our grounds. There was a man who was chased down and murdered by a group of people. So his spirit somehow lingered and came to this location as well, and he is here. So if you, for some reason, like when we had sirens going off, like we can hear the fire department and we can hear the sheriff's office downtown when the sirens are going off, that's when we're getting the most activity from this man. He's speaking and saying, run and hide. That's what he does. He's here. We don't know his name, but definitely a very good hotspot and definitely something to check out. I also want to tell you that we had what was known as the last formal duel that happened here at the train depot. There was 2 men. One was a train conductor and the other one was a man waiting for lumber. So Julius Higginbotham and another gentleman, Lee Hicks, they got into a clash because the lumber was late, and so they started arguing. They both went back to their houses, got their guns, came back here to the train depot, did the whole 30 paces duel, turned around, and they shot each other dead right here. So there's a possibility that their spirits are here as well, but we've never captured evidence that that's actually true. But with that kind of imprint, that kind of stain, there has to be some kind of paranormal activity. They have to be still lingering around. So this is the old train car. It was recovered from the Green Swamp here in Florida. It was actually a cook car that was recovered, and we kind of refurbished it. In this car there is a spirit that we call the Whistler. He's been captured throughout the night on EVP, on camcorders, whistling, and he whistles certain tunes. I actually have seen him one time during a live stream event that I was hosting, where I had a camera in here by itself. I started having devices that were failing, so I had to keep coming back and replacing batteries. The last time I came out here, it was like 1 or 2 in the morning to replace batteries. I was right here, and I looked over in the window, and I seen the reflection of a man. He stood this tall over top of me, and he had bald in the center, and he had hair around the side, and he was wearing overalls or suspenders, you know. But he had a very smug look on his face. So we've deemed him the Whistler. But he answers to it, he responds to it. He's the most active spirit in this whole train depot area. Back in that direction, the other side, you're gonna see shadow figures. We have a shadow figure of a man that will move back and forth through this area here. You'll see him go past this window a lot. Don't know anything about him, but he's definitely here. Even when I don't tell people about him, people come and tell me about him, and I say, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, we do have the shadow man in this part of the car. But yeah, so that's the spirits here in the train car.
All right, Hunter, so we did a couple of the hot spots. Mr. Jesse showed us around. He showed us some of the hot spots, give us some of the stories of the train depot. We're gonna add that in the video so you guys can see that. It's very interesting stuff. We got a lot of activity in here. Some of the spirits are kind of unknown. They think they're passengers waiting for the trains, or they may be unfortunate souls that had accidents outside the depot, and they have made their way in and kind of made their home here at the depot because they find it a welcoming place, I would imagine. So I'm going to show you where we got the gear, and got a new cameraman today, Sky. You can't see Sky, but I can see Sky. Jeremy couldn't make it tonight, so we got a new cameraman, camera person, camera woman, however you want to phrase it. But so we're going to show you where we got our gear set up, and then we're going to go and we're just going to start slow, and then we're going to finish with the spirit box. And then I think before we wrap it all up tonight, I'm actually going to hook up the portal, and we're going to use the portal. We're also going to try to do some solo stuff inside the box car. It's very creepy, but it's hot, so we're going to do a couple of minutes in there. But I think Sky and I are going to do some solos in there. All right, let me show you where the gear is. So right now we got the K2. We're going to put the K2 right here up against this little display. We're going to be very careful because these are all treasures in here. We have the EDI, environmental device. We're setting that up. This is set for EMF, but this will also go up for a temperature change. So we have that set up right there next to the K2, because I like to try to put the devices close together, not enough to where they interfere with one another's functions. But if I can get a reading on both of them at the same time, then I know something's really going on with the environment anyway. All right, let's come this way. We also have a millimeter over here. We get this guy. We got the millimeter right here. So if anyone's over here doing some sewing or working, then we have the EMF. And then we got down here on the workbench, if anyone's working, I've got an EMF meter right here, or a REM pod, excuse me. And I don't have these on, I'm using them just solely as a REM pod. I don't have the EMF on, but I do have other EMF meters. I might put one out. Boo, can you get the tri-field meter? We're actually gonna do that. I'm gonna get the tri-field and I'm gonna put it out here because that thing's loud. It makes a lot of noise. It's in the new box. It's in the new box. Yeah, I think it's in there. Let me see. Let's go see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this thing's loud. Baby, that's loud. We're gonna get this bad boy out too. We're gonna get that bad boy out too.
There's so many things.
We got the obelisk here. We're gonna put the speaker on it. We're gonna run that a little bit as well. Look at this thing cooking on the vibration. All right, so. All right, now most of you are familiar with the tri-field. It's gonna make a lot of noise. Now I can turn it off, but I don't want to because I like to hear the noise. But normally, environmentally, you're going to get about maybe 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 milligauss. So if the thing spikes, then that's some indication we got some environmental change. But for the most part, oh, what was that? That just went up to a 9.8. What was that? Oh my goodness. Come on, Boo. We're doing investigations, so we're good. Boo's with me tonight as well. We're going to turn the lights down a little bit because I know it looks like a stadium in here, but I kind of want to show you guys what we had set up. But I'm going to put the tri-field over here. Let's go over here. This guy. We have lights on the camera. I'm going to put the tri-field. If anybody wants to play with the train track, you can come touch my tri-field. We'll hear it. Okay. All right. So, and then I want to show you something. Can you see me? You got me? I'm going to show you guys something really cool. We got the old cook car, train car, out on the side of the depot, and we put 2 remote cameras out there. We're going to show you that. Come on. Now this, Haunters, is the old cook car. This was preserved. In other words, in the railroad station or a railroad yard, they want to cook meals because they have 24-hour shifts. They're working at the depot, and they have what they call cook cars. This is an old preserved cook car. Very cool. It's very good. We got some B-roll earlier so you guys can see it. But I just want to show you in here. Come on in here. Watch the stairs, Sky. We've got, look in there, Sky. We got remote cameras here. See the remote camera? We're recording these cameras. Why does that look like it just... Did you start these over, Brian?
No, sir.
Why are they...
When I came in here, they were...
Why are they only 35 seconds?
I don't know. When I came in, they were on like 40 minutes or something.
Well, they're on 45 seconds now. That doesn't make any sense.
When I came in here, they were working just fine.
I mean, they're recording, but the timer should be 10, 20 minutes.
I even said, you know, like you asked me, camera check or whatever. They were recording.
All right, well, but we do have a remote camera on both ends. We're probably going to do a solo in here before we wrap up, but we're going to go back into the museum. We're going to do a little investigation in there. I just want to show you guys what we got set up.
Okay, Hunters, you can plainly see in the walkthrough where we place these remote cameras. We left these things alone. There's no members of my team in there. There's no depot staff. And as you notice as this clip runs, you'll see orbs, which some people believe may or may not be spirits. But then the activity becomes a little bit more aggressive, as though something is actually attacking my camera behind this one. You'll hear a slap on the camera, and then you'll hear a loud crash, and then you'll hear footsteps. Plainly, you can hear footsteps, and then another slap on the camera. So I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it, and then we're going to check out the camera from the other side. All right, Hunter. So this is the left side camera. So this is where all the action took place for whatever reason. But I want to make some quick notes before I let this clip run all the way through. So firstly, you can hear my team and I in the background doing an investigation on the opposite side of the depot. So it's plain to hear we're not in the room with these cameras. Secondly, I had a team member come in and do a camera check, and I left this in on purpose for comparison, so you can hear him walking on the old wood floor and opening and closing the boxcar door. So sort of to prove that this thing was kind of isolated. But also, it would have been very difficult for a living human to get in and out of this boxcar without me hearing it on the recording. So I don't think we were being deceived here. I think this is real paranormal activity. And thirdly, there's a jump cut at the very end where the camera's in a different position. That's simply because within the 2 hours, we came in and did a spirit box session, and we moved the camera as we filed in and out. So that's why it's in a different position from the first 2 clips. So the action starts pretty benign, and the tampering becomes more and more aggressive. And then it seems as though something is actually trying to damage my equipment. So I think it's pretty insane, and it's definitely, I believe it's paranormal. Check it out for yourself and see what you think, and leave me your comments.
Camera check.
And there you have it, Hunters. The craziest thing I've ever captured. I have no explanation for the physical contact of my camera. Leave me your opinion, your comments below.
All right, Hunters, we're in the dark now. So is there anyone in here? I know there was a couple gentlemen that had a duel in here. And I don't know if you've settled your differences or not, but if you're here, I've got several devices you can touch. And you can talk to the camera if you want. It can probably hear you better than we can. But I've got devices all over this room for you if you want to be in here. Now, we're going to shut this door, and Sky and I are going to stay in here alone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stay in here by myself. All right, I'm in here by myself, so if you're in here with me, touch any of my devices. You already turned my phone on one time. So you can turn my phone on. I'm going to turn this light down a little bit. Oh my goodness, that's bright. If there's anyone in here, I'm all alone. Touch my devices. We're gonna look. All right, there's anyone here who wants to talk to me? Now's your time. We left you, I know we had a lady that worked in the evening here. We left you a little money on the railroad toy. I'm gonna turn it a little darker. All right. Right now I'm not really hearing anything. I don't see anything moving. I will say it's a little creepy in here, especially with this door open behind me. It's definitely a little creepy in here. And when you look back down the museum, you'll see that like shadows, you know, from the light. All right, I have my K2. The tri-field's moving. Do you guys hear that? The tri-field's moving. Thank you. Thank you. Touch it again. Touch it again. Thank you. Do you guys see that? You guys hear that? Tri-field's ticking away. It's hard to see what it... Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's hard to see that. Yeah, we got, it's kicking up to 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. You want to touch anything else? You want to touch my millimeter? Just touch it here. That's all you have to do. You can knock anything over if you want. That millimeter, that tri-field, it's definitely got some action. This place is very cool, guys. That little dummy there freaked me out. Come on. Touch my devices, any of them. Another one, excuse me. Thank you for touching the tri-field. Anything else? Ooh, I just saw something move over there. Oh my goodness, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, guys. I don't know what that was. Something just zipped by there. I don't know if it was corner of my eye, shadow, or what it was. All I have is the light. All I have is the light from my camera. I don't have a flashlight. Touch anything you want. Is there anyone here that'd like to talk to me? My name is James. Would you like to talk to me? Can you tell me your name? I do hear a little chatter in the background, but I think it's just radio chatter. Can you tell me your name? Can you say hello? Oh, there goes a hello.
Hello.
That was a hello. You heard that, right, Sky? I know it did sound like James, but it also sounded like a lot of music. Please tell me your name. Tell me hello. Well, I know you already told me hello once, but it might be somebody, maybe somebody on this end. What did he say?
I'm not going to say it because it sounded like a bad word, but...
Are you mad at me for being in here? You're not done cooking yet? Can you tell me what's for dinner?
We have Zaxby's.
We had...
Steak?
Did he say steak? I want a steak. Boy, it's hot in here.
Maybe it's hot.
It's hot in here.
They had that 240 back then.
Tell me something good before I go. Don't sing to me. Don't sing to me. Tell me something good. Tell me your name. Come on. You know you want to tell me your name.
Boots.
Boots. They called you Boots?
I heard Boots.
I've heard Cookie for a cook, but Boots, that's a strange name for a cook. Are you really Boots? Say yes or no. Did they really call you Boots? Yes. They really called you Boots. That's amazing. That's pretty. You guys heard that, right? He did say yes.
I heard something.
I think he said, are you going to anywhere with me?
Are you going to No. No, I'm not good at this at all.
All right. Say yes one more time. Because...
Needles?
Needles?
I hope not.
All right. You guys are messing with me. They're messing with me. All right. Tell me goodbye because I'm getting out of here. I'm sweating.
It's hot.
I'm going to go back in the AC. I'm an old guy. You say chronic? We don't have any chronic.
Or frogs. I heard frogs.
Are you ghost hunting at all?
I'm leaving. It's hot.
All right. We're going to get out of here. It's hot. Can you see me, Sky? We good? Jupiter.
Yeah, there's a train named Jupiter out there.
Oh, is that... Did you ride the Jupiter train? I don't know, Hunters. This is a pretty interesting session. There's a lot of stuff going on.
We'll have to stand over there so you can see the train from Jupiter over there.
Where's it at?
It's right outside this window. It's an actual train. You can't pick it up.
What is it, a model?
Yeah, it's a model train named Jupiter.
Okay. Do you play with the models out there? One of them? You play with one of them? Is it Jupiter? You play with Jupiter? Alice. Drunk Alice. Drunk Alice. Was that your name? Did you work here, Alice? Did you work here, Alice? Touch my mail meter. If that's your name, you worked here. We'll leave the money for you. Wow. Okay. All right, Hunters. That was very interesting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this. This is the way it sounds unamplified. And you can tell every time you hear that pause, there's a word being spoken. And we can hear it with the portal, but you can't hear it through here. All them words that we were picking up on here, we couldn't hear. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll plug it in again. Hear the words? You can't hear those through the spirit box. Okay, we're going to go now. We're going to... Alice, can you tell us goodbye? Yeah, you revealed your name, yeah. Can you tell me? Salaran? Salaran, I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Notes? Oh, Moors. Like more money.
Okay.
Yeah, she wants more. Alice, you want more money? Say yes. Say yes. I hear so much talking in the background.
Translates to drainage.
Drainage? Make your escape? Alright, look, hunters. That was very plain, but I couldn't quite make it out. I'm going to review it. Fraction. Near.
I thought it said beer.
Can you please, if you're near me, please touch my millimeter. Let me know you're here. I think she said I'm going to give it a touch. I did. She goes, I did. Come on. You can do it. Just one touch before I go. Homicide. Homicide. There was a duel to the death in here. There was a gentleman that got assaulted, aggravated battery, ran in here and he passed away. Homicide. There's 2 homicides in this very building. That we know of. Martin? See, now you're ghost hunting.
Finally, I'm getting it. I swear to God, I swear to say Scott.
But you guys can see, you can hear a lot more voices.
Yeah. Let's only say
In.
and like
I-N, like come in.
no, thank you.
Minute. Alright guys, we're getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to get out of here, so please touch my millimeter before I go. Please. Just touch it one time. I haven't had a REM pod touch in a long time.
Like your shirt that says
I really like the honeytone.
that. I like that.
It's hard. It's a little harder to understand what they're saying, but you can hear so many more voices. All right, we're going to turn the honeytone off. All right, hunters, I'm going to stop babbling. We thank you very much for being with us on this adventure, and
Period.
And I would recommend anyone who has the opportunity and you're in Central Florida, then come by and check out the May Stringer Home and the train depot and the schoolhouse. They're all very historical locations, and a couple of them are supposed to be extremely haunted, which we've caught evidence in both locations. All right, hunters, thank you very much for sticking with us, and we will see you on the next one.
He's angry. You gotta go.